Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Muhammad Febran Syafalevi. I'm from Engineering Informatic, Informatic Engineering, Class A. My name is F1D02510008 and 2. So, in this video, I will explain about the empathy and tolerance. So, we live in a world where we're constantly inundated with information. Yet, at the same time, we may be increasingly inconsiderate in our own echo chambers. We also constantly feeding off misinformation and hate. So, our goal is to first to understand the fundamental difference between empathy and sympathy. Number two is analysis why polarization occurs, especially the role of algorithm and our psychological basis. And most important is how we can respond more critically and constructively. First, let's okay. Okay. First, let's clarify the difference between empathy and sympathy. So, sympathy is a feeling of pity or concern from our own perspective. For example, I feel sorry for you going through that. Uh, Empathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and or feel something from another person's perspective. It's not about pity, but about curiosity and validation. For example, on campus, if a college asks for a schedule adjustment for weekly worship, a sympathetic response might be, I'm sorry, your schedule is too busy. Uh, a different way in empathy response will be, I'm curious how important this service schedule is to you and how we can find a solution that meets your needs and the team needs. Next is tolerance. Okay, we talk about tolerance. So tolerance is respecting others' right to be different. It's important to remember, tolerance doesn't mean you have to agree. Of course, tolerance has its limits. There's limits are human rights, safety and shared rules, such as on campus or in community. The most important principle here is we must be able to distinguish between criticizing an idea and attacking an identity. Criticizing an idea is fine, but attacking the individual or group that's hold that idea is quite another thing. Okay. Why is empathy and tolerance so difficult, especially in cyberspace? First, our brains naturally have cognitive biases, cognitive basis, basis. For example, confirmation bias. We tend to seek out information that only support what we already believe. In group bias, we perceive our group as superior and view our group as being the same. This bias is exacerbated by the way social media works. There are two pitfalls here. First bubble, this is created by algorithm. Algorithm learn what we like and continually present similar content, narrowing our perspective. Echo chamber, this is created by us. Okay, we tend to follow, we tend to follow our brave fit, only people who think like us. Okay. The impact is clear. To polarization, we increase it, feel we are right, and find it difficulty to understand other people's point of view. So what can we do? There are two practical tools we can use. The first tool is for interpersonal community and VC, not violent communication. Okay, this is four-step conversation approaching to conveying our needs without blame. Consider the example of the prior schedule. Ineffective responding or blaming. You guys are so intolerant of scheduling a meeting during my prior time. Respond with NVC. First one is observation or the fact. When the meeting was scheduled for Friday at 12. Feeling, emotion. I feel worried, I forgotten. Need or value, because I need space to practice my prayer. And the last one is request or solution. Can we move the meeting up to 10 and or another day? NVC focuses on solution, not on who is it for. The second tool for responding to information is the SIFT method. This is a way of thinking critically before reacting or sharing something. S stand for stop. Pause, especially if the content makes you very angry or very happy. Don't share it right away. I stand for investigate the source. Who's created this content? Or are they credible? Is it an anonymous account or anything else? F stand for find better coverage. At different have credible measure. Media outlets also reposted this if only one source is reporting it. Be worried. T stand for trace to the original. Track back to the original content. Is it cropped video? Is it an old photo reposted as a new incident? In closing, there are 5 practical principles we can take home from this material. First one is separated criticism of idea from attacks and identity. The second one is ask about the unmet needs behind someone's behavior. Third is do lateral reading or SIFT before sharing information. Fourth is manage your social media feeds, follow trusted search and diverse perspective. The last one is use NFC or I statements when you answer about communicating. So empathy and tolerance are not passive attitudes. They are active skills that we must continually practices and hone in this challenge digital age. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night. Sleep well. Bye.